How the heck are you, everybody, and welcome to a Dragonheir Silent Gods video, the fifth and final part of my little mini-series reviewing, giving my first impressions on every new character in Season 4. First I did the Legendary DPS, and then I did 3 parts, all the supports and tanks, and now today we are doing all the non-legendary DPS. Let's get right into it, but wait, before we do, I've got to say, if you're anywhere but the United States, you can absolutely hop in and start playing Dragonheir Silent Gods for a nice long time. The game is available on PC, mobile, Epic Games, and Steam. I'll have my link in the description and in the top pinned comment. Let's kick these things off. Let's kick this thing off with our lightning heroes. We've got 2 of them, 1 epic and 1 rare.
Fastidious.
Fastidious.
Big shout out to hellhades.com and Hellhades and his website. That is how I'm finding out who all the new Season 4 heroes are. I am on Season 2. I'm on the test server right now. But without his site, I could not find a list of the information anywhere else. So thank you, Hellhades, and your website and your team. Let's kick this thing off with Thalorian. And I'm gonna go pretty fast because if I'm counting correctly, we've got 7 of these to get through. We've got Thalorian, looks very much like a guy of the woods, like the Sylvan kind of vibe. And if we look over here, he's a Dauntless style hero. So these are the ones where they're good with basic attacks. They launch a lot of them, and usually they have these nice synergies with other Dauntless heroes that can lead to flurries of attacks left, right, and center. So our Captain Aura here, Attack Aura, City of Trials Battles, too specific for my taste. 30% attack though, that's quite nice. Let's go to that passive skill, dual wielding, and you can see he's got 2 of these like almost scimitar looking blades, I suppose. You know, I am always complimenting the design in Dragonheir. This guy, insanely basic looking. Tell me if you disagree, I'm not so into it. Basic attacks have a 20% chance to trigger a double hit, so there you go. Lots of flurry style basic attack triggers possible here, and every extra 1% attack speed will increase the trigger chance by 0.2%. The total trigger chance is capped at 50%. So if we do some quick math, pretty interesting there. So you could get this going. A 5x on that would be 1. So if you up to 250 attack speed, you're still getting a benefit. At 250, you'll hit that cap of 50%. Increased trigger chance, and yeah, I get that's an additional chance, so it could go up to a 70% if you get him that light and quick. Attack speed will synergize really well with these basic attack heavy Dauntless heroes. Let's go now to lightning speed, how appropriately titled. Attack speed 1, we don't like baby buffs, but I guess he is an epic. Strikes an enemy twice, each dealing 220% attack lightning. That goes up to 240 per hit, so 480 total. This skill is regarded as a basic attack. That's very nice. So it's going to synergize with his passive and all the other fun Dauntless stuff. And then he's going to give an AoE small version attack speed up buff, which obviously will help him and help him max out that passive to himself and all the other Dauntless allies. Then Thunderbolt follow-up. Not the most creative names for Thalorian. Hey, he's a fast thunder guy, fast lightning boy. Strikes an enemy 4 times, so we got some single target here. Each dealing 210% damage. This goes up to 225. So I guess that goes up to 900% over those 4 hits. It's pretty strong. This skill is regarded as a basic attack. The subsequent 5 times of basic attack are guaranteed to trigger double hits. Interesting, but I think once you get this buff up, the plus 25%, and if you build them properly, you're kind of always going to be at 70. So these are only guaranteeing you an additional 30% trigger chance. It's solid. He's obviously not groundbreaking, not mind-blowing, but he's something. Very mid. I'd give him a C+. I'm going to give grades today. Gut-based grades. Now we have got a rare. Some of the rares in Dragonheir are fantastic. We got a little boy. His name is Haldi. Haldi, the Scarred Hireling. Someone you can hire, and he also has scars. Let's check that passive. Unite as 1 when the hero is on the battlefield. Grants accuracy up to all Thunderbolt allies. So he's there, he does it. Basically like a captain skill for Thunderbolt allies. He doesn't actually have a Captain Aura. Accuracy up, increases accuracy by 50. It's okay. Pretty interesting, I guess. If you're desperate for accuracy, feels like he could help you early game before you have good gear and you can build all the accuracy you need yourself. Now his battle skill, Lightning Hammer, it's going to deal damage to the enemy twice each dealing 200% attack lightning damage. This can go up to 215, so 430 over the double hitter. With a 50% chance, this is going to go up to 75 to inflict electrocuted. He is a Thunderbolt hero. This is a new kind of hero type that has a lot of synergy with heroes of the same type that arrived in Season 2, so the season I am currently on. So you can start the electrocuted, and this is going to start lightning chains. Synergize as well, obviously, with all the other Thunderbolt heroes. And yeah, we got a little lightning derivative damage, if you will. Then we've got the Thunderbolt Resonance. He's got that classic diamond, not the diamond in front, but the diamond where you're smack in the middle. Grants Enlightenment up. This is nice because, you know, it's going to be to the Thunderbolt allies. They're going to be participating in the electrocuted. There's derivative damage there, so the Enlightenment will absolutely help. And let's see. Wow, this is nice. 500% attack and then 3,000% enlightenment lightning damage to nearby enemies. Pretty strong. 75% chance goes up to 100% chance to inflict electrocuted. That damage can also go, I'm guessing 510 attack, 3,010 enlightenment, or is that a 1.1x multiplier? I'm not sure. Seems pretty good. I feel like he would synergize very well, especially with this 20% increase in enlightenment up in a specifically Thunderbolt team. So I'm actually going to give him, with the condition you're using him only in a Thunderbolt team, I'm going to give him a B-. I think he can totally hang in one of those teams. Absolutely. So Haldi, that's our first winner. Those are our 2 lightning DPS. Haldi is our winner. Let's head to Necrosis now. I know we've got a summoner. It's going to be Mira. Where are you, Mira? There you are. Pretty cool. I mean, the design's very basic, but I do like the garb. Like this little dress she's in looks very cool. She's a summoner. I just pulled a pretty crazy summoner yesterday, a legendary summoner. What was the name? What was the name of the summoner I pulled? Let me just remind myself really quickly. Irzias. We pulled him. Beautiful hero. She's a little less beautiful in terms of the interesting, exquisite design, but at least she looks nice. Let's get in there. We've got an All Battles Aura, my favorite, increasing attack by 24%. Nice. Phantom Evocation summons a Phantom Eater. Believe it or not, all these summoner heroes, they tend to summon things, and it's going to assist in battle. At the battle's start, the hero takes 25% damage for the Phantom Eater. When the hero gains a buff, the Phantom Eater also does that. So if the hero takes on 25% damage for the Phantom Eater, so we're accepting more damage for the summon. I feel like typically it would go the other way. Maybe we want to keep these things alive. They look like these cool kind of bat wolves. Can I click on it? Will it give me a better view? No, it won't. I saw this thing lighting up. Basic attacks from the Phantom Eater deal 100% attack necrotic damage. Fine. Now we've got Shadow Onslaught. Looks like it's going to be single target. Commands the Phantom Eater to attack the enemy with the highest attack, dealing 360% attack necrotic damage to them and nearby enemies. So I guess there's a little splash nearby enemies. I wonder, it must be immediately adjacent tiles. I don't know why they would show the range like this then. If we continue, afterwards the Phantom Eater will choose this enemy as the target to attack. If the Phantom Eater is dead, deals 360% attack necrotic damage to the enemy with the highest attack. That's cool. No contingency besides just the enemy with the high attack. Feels like maybe if somehow you're going to run like a PvP based summoner team, it could work. Take out that really nasty one on the other side. Otherwise, it'll be potentially good against bosses or big enemy targets. Now we've got Moonlit Howl, increases attack by 20% to the hero for 10 seconds. So a fairly selfish move, just helping out good old Mara. Then it's going to deal 350% attack necrotic damage. That damage can go up to 365. And let's see it. Where is it? The hero commands the Phantom Eater. Oh, I missed this very important part. Does that damage, and it's going to ignore 30% of the enemy defense. So we like that. That can be very good against bosses. The hero commands the Phantom Eater to deal 350% attack necrotic damage. Again, this can go to 365 to ignore the current same exact thing, but now the Phantom Eater does it as well. So Mira's doing it and the Phantom Eater. We do like that. And now if the Phantom Eater dies, summons another Phantom Eater in its stead at the enemy location. The hero gains 30% ultimate energy, so you can get that cycle going. Very nice. Okay, she's the best hero by far. I think she'd work very well in summoner teams, especially with summoners actually like Irzias, who I got the other day, that give great summoner synergies. So I think this could work out quite well. Again, she'll need a summoner team, I think, to perform properly. But I think Mira could. I'm gonna give her a B+. I think she could be a great cog in a little summoner machine. So now we're nearly halfway there. This is the halfway point. We've got Roberta Now this is a beautiful hero. So this is going to be actually a rare hero. This is what you gotta love. She's a rare hero, and she's this incredibly badass looking mermaid. This Mermaid S. And if we look over here, she's an Ice Blast hero, very, very strong hero type with synergy among the Ice Blast group, putting out great crystals. That was introduced in Season 2. Let's click here, her passive skill. If she possesses ice crystals, the ones I just mentioned, after releasing her battle skill, she'll consume 1 stack and release the battle skill again so you can double up on it. I hope it's good. We've got Arcane Piercer here. Shoots 2 projectiles at the enemy, each dealing 150% attack cold damage. Goes up to, nice, 175. You can also reduce the recharge time, bring that down to 8 seconds. The skill's going to ignore 40% of the enemy's defense. If the skill consumes ice crystals, the projectiles will be enhanced, each dealing 180% attack. Interesting, and that will go up to 205. Ideally, I think you want to not consume the ice crystals, have them left over, and rock and roll with the passive, the double hitter, because that could be quite strong, especially since, you know, the multiplier is not so high. It's 175, assuming you don't do the second part, but you're ignoring nearly half the defense, 40% of the defense. Very good. So triggering that would be like 350% attack cold damage while ignoring 40% of the defense. We do like that. Finally, we've got Freezing Wave. Her ultimate strikes the enemy within range, and this is the classic Dragonheir diamond in front of you range. 3 times, each dealing 250, goes up to 265 cold damage, so that would go up to 795 over those 3 hits. And with a 75% chance to grant 1 stack of ice crystal to this hero. So she seems like she can hit fairly hard. There's no defense ignore here, so kind of a bummer. She's granting herself ice crystal. She's very selfish. She's not helping out any of her other Ice Blast companions, but there's a lot of other Ice Blast heroes that would help her by giving her more and more ice crystals. So you can get those nice stacks. B-. What did I give the first guy? What at Thalorian we gave a C+. B-, just like Haldi. She'd work. Not a great choice though. Let's move right along. Now we've got 2 poison heroes to discuss. First up, we have Dino. I do like that name. Here he is. Brilliant design. I think he looks super, super cool. I love these kind of like, I don't know, emerald stalagmites, tights popping out of his ears. He looks great. He's like a little machinist, fixer kind of guy. Poison hero, let's see it. All battles aura here, Enlightenment 48. You can already tell he's going to do poison damage, so it's going to be some nice derivative damage. He'll need that Enlightenment. Basic attacks have a 60% chance to inflict poison for 15 seconds. It's going to be based off the target's max HP with some poison derivative damage. We'll need some Enlightenment. We like it. Just all his basics have a 60% chance to apply poison. Seems really strong for a poisoner team. Now we've got his battle skill, Arrow Chain. Shoots 3 arrows at the current enemy, each dealing 120%. This is going up to 135% damage. Triple hitter there to inflict poison damage. And also with a 75% chance, goes up to 100% chance of inflicting poison for 15 seconds. So putting out even more poison, so you can really stack it on up. Now we've got 1 by 1. His ultimate shoots 1 arrow at the current enemy and deals 500%. This goes up to 515 poison damage to them. For every stack of poison on the enemy, the hero additionally deals 20% attack derivative poison damage. Right, so even more derivative damage happening, this time based on his own attack. After that, grants this hero attack speed up too. So a bit selfish, but really nice. And remember, his basic attacks are kind of clutch because they all come with that increased 60% chance on any basic attack to inflict poison. Great hero for a poison team, A-. Best hero we've seen so far. Absolutely. Again, these are all specific to their hero type teams. That's just kind of how it goes in Dragonheir, let's be honest. And he will do very well. Now we've got our second poisoner, another rare hero. This is going to be the Ratscal Bronag. Bronag. Whatever. We're going to call him Brono. Pilferage is his passive. When dealing damage to enemies, the hero has a 50% chance to inflict 1 stack of poison on them for 15 seconds. I assume this is any kind of damage he ever deals. So basic attack, battle skill, ultimate, everything. That's very nice. I don't know why they're listing poison here twice. This might be like a little test server glitch. It's the exact same tooltip if I'm not missing anything. This is an identical tooltips, but that's what poison does. So now we've got Master Thief, not Master Chief. Master Thief, his battle skill, strikes an enemy twice, each dealing 120% attack. This is going to go up to 145% poison damage. The hero gains attack speed up 2. and it's going to last for 5 seconds. This is pretty interesting. I don't know why they're telling us attack speed up 1. I guess it's probably dependent on promotion. Maybe it starts as that and then you can get it up to 2. He's seeming like a good poisoner because all of these instances of damage, including his basic attacks, that's why the attack speed will help him, are going to come with that 50% chance to put poison stacks out. So we like that. Now we've got robbery. The chance of inflicting poison through pilferage is increased to 100% for 10 seconds. So for those 10 seconds, all damage dealt will place poisons as long as you got the accuracy. Then strikes the enemy 5 times, each dealing 150% attack poison damage, which goes up to 165. So let's do some math. That's 750 plus 75, right? 750 plus 75. So we're talking 825. That's pretty good attack. And with each one of those hits coming with a 100% chance of landing the poisons. And then, you know, if you came out of, I guess this would have already expired probably. But yeah, and then as you keep basic attacking, you'll have that 100% and then it drops to the 50. Very good poison unit. Very good. He's a rare, so we'll give him a little demerit for the bad base stats, but like B+. The 2 poisoner heroes I'm impressed with so far. We have our final hero. It's already arrived. And who is it going to be? And can I pronounce her name? Well, that name is going to be Ainin. Ainin, I'll call her. She's a burn hero, another damage type with a lot of synergies amongst burn heroes that was introduced in season 2. You can see my brain is very much on the season I am in. This is something they do, these like flying dwarf heroes or little people heroes or whatever. I don't get it. I don't know what lore this is from. I guess it looks cool. I'm going to say that this is a little mustache. Maybe this is too. I don't know. Ainin seems pretty okay. Been watching a lot of House of the Dragon, so that's my High Valerian coming in. Forward planning. When dealing damage to enemies under burn, removes 3 stacks of burn from them and deals extra fire damage. I'm hoping that's per... No, I don't think it is. That doesn't seem worth it. I don't like that she's taking off burns that we definitely want there for our burn teams. Already, I kind of hate her. Let's go to Surprise Raid. Shoots a bullet that can bounce to up to 4 times between enemies. Dealing 165% attack. This goes up to 175% attack fire damage with a 75% chance. This goes to 100% chance of inflicting 2 burning stacks for 10 seconds. Enemies under burn will be bounced and attacked first. If you're at like a boss or something that doesn't summon any side minions, this won't be able to bounce around, but most stuff, even the boss content, have those little side orbs or something in Dragonheir. Seems okay. Doesn't seem like enough burn to make up for the fact that she's going to be consuming burn for not that much damage. I feel like that's kind of going to hurt your comps. I don't know about Surprise Raid. I don't know about Forward Planning. I don't know about Ainin. So now we've got the ultimate. Forceful Raid. Shoots 3 waves of bullets, each dealing damage. Fire damage, 200% attack. That goes up to 215 to enemies within range. Nice, like, corridor of an AoE there. It's going to be a straight line right in front of her. A lot of the map is getting covered. As long as she's fairly central and the enemies are clustered at all, she's going to do nice stuff. When she hits enemies, when enemies hit are under burn, deals 125% attack fire damage to them and nearby enemies. But she's also consuming the burn. Oh, I honestly think I'm going to give her like a C. The multipliers are not good enough. And the fact that she's consuming burn, removing stacks of burn, which is like hurting her own kit and going to be hurting the synergy and how the functionality and the efficacy of all the other burn heroes you'd put on her comp, I don't really see her working that well. I don't see how she's going to be a good cog in a burn comp. I feel like the C is almost generous and I should be looking more at like C- or D+. I don't know. She's whatever. I think the poison heroes are the ones that impressed me the most. To recap, we had Dino, who also is my favorite design. And then we had the little guy, Brono. And that's what it was. Guys, that is the end of my review of all the Season 4 characters. Will I be playing Season 4? Who knows? They are temporarily going to archive our accounts in America, so I won't be able to make a new account until I go abroad. I do go abroad a lot, so we will see. But until then, I think I'll just enjoy Season 2 a bit, and this is going to be temporarily, perhaps, me closing the book on my Season 4 coverage. You can go back and watch if you want. I had 4 other videos covering all these new characters. All in all, I think they're pretty cool. It's turned into kind of a long video because there were 7 characters to cover. I hope you guys don't mind. If you're not based in the US and you want to play Dragonheir Silent Gods, the game's still going strong. Available on PC, mobile, Epic Games, and Steam. I've got my link in the description and the top pinned comment. Maybe we'll see you there. I'm only going to be there for a little longer for now, but it should still be a lot of fun. I've been Fastidious. Hope to see you guys soon. Share it with your mother. I'll catch you in the next one.
Fastidious.